29 before the top of the hour. Melody is president of Ariel Investments, a Chicago-based money management firm that serves individual investors and retirement plans through its no-load mutual funds and separate accounts. And additionally, Melody is a regular financial contributor and analyst for CBS News and CBS.com. And you can find her on Twitter and Instagram at Melody Hobson. Good morning, Melody.
Good morning.
What do you have for us this week, Mel?
Okay, I'm keeping up with a theme in keeping with Tom's retirement. I'm on the retirement story, and I want to talk about different types of retirement accounts that are out there, just to remind you what all the options are, what our listeners can do to secure their retirement.
All right, that sounds good. Okay, let's start with those available through employers, Melody.
Okay, so if you work, you could start off with the idea of a 401k plan. These plans allow you to contribute a portion of your pre-tax income. So what that means is, let's say you make $50,000 a year, and you put $5,000 into your retirement account. You don't get taxed on that $5,000. When you are preparing your taxes, you only get taxed on $45,000. So that's a great thing. You can put that money away, tax deferred, and that allows that money to grow over time. Some of the big perks are often you get an employer match. It could be typically up to 6% of income. That's free money. And so to get your own money matched by your employer is a really great thing. Mm-hmm. The limits right now are $19,000. You can contribute up to $19,000 if you're under the age of 50. And if you're over 50, you can contribute $25,000. But here's the thing. If you take it out before you retire, you're going to pay a penalty, 10%. Plus taxes. And so that if you take any of the money out before the age of 59 and a half, don't ask me why they do the half.
So do employers only offer 401k plans, or do they have some kind of other retirement for you?
Well, they do have other retirement plans depending on what kind of employer you work for. So, for example, some small businesses with less than 100 employees, they have something called the Simple Plan. It stands for Savings Incentive Match for Employees. I know that's a mouthful, but it's called the Simple Plan. And they're basically individual retirement accounts. It's very, very similar to a 401k plan. The only thing is if you pull the money out before you're age 59 and a half, you don't pay a 10% penalty. You pay a 25% penalty on those plans.
So what if I want to set something up on my own outside of my employer?
If you want to set something up on your own, oftentimes people have IRAs. IRAs, you contribute less money. You can contribute up to $6,000 a year if you're under the age of 50. If you're over 50, you can contribute $7,000. And those are individual retirement accounts. That's what it stands for. And a lot of times you can go directly to a company like Ariel and get an IRA, or you can work through a financial advisor, and they can help you secure an IRA. There are also something called Roth IRAs. It's an individual retirement account as well, but it doesn't reduce your tax burden today. So IRAs are just like 401ks. You contribute pre-tax money. With a Roth IRA, you pay the taxes on it now, but when you take it out later, you don't pay any taxes.
Okay, Melody, I want to ask you, are there any options for our listeners who are self-employed?
Yes, and that's a great question. That program, IRA is called the SEP, Simplified Employee Pension, SEP. It's called the SEP IRA. It's a great option. Here you can put away a lot more money. Your annual contribution limits are higher, $56,000 or 25% of your income, whichever is less. And you can fully deduct those contributions from your taxable income, so you don't pay taxes on that money when you put it away. There's also something called the solo 401k. So there are options out there if you are self-employed. You should still be contributing to a retirement account.
You know what? It's a lot to digest, but where should we go if we still have questions, Melody?
You can go to, of course, BlackAmericaWeb.com, and that'll give you information. Also, feel free to go to a financial advisor. You can look at the Ariel website. There's a lot of information out there about retirement plans.
Well, so wonderful. Great. Thank you, as always, for joining us, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving Day, Melody.
Thank you,
Same
Melody.
to you. Happy Thanksgiving.